Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a Goodwill outlet, otherwise known as the Goodwill Bins, shop with me. And I was able to find 24 items. I went last night with my mom. We were there for about 2.5 hours. So yeah, I found 24 items. I paid $43.65 in total for everything. One of the items was for me. So my average cost of goods came out to $1.82, which was awesome. Here in Houston, we do pay $2.49 per pound for textiles and shoes, and then $1.19 per pound for miscellaneous like hats, bags, blankets, that kind of thing. So having an average cost of goods under $2 is relatively cheap for us, and I was able to find some really good stuff. So the bulk of the video will be me at the bins, digging through, trying to find some gems. So I'll be doing a voiceover for that. And then at the end of the video, I will meet you guys back here to take a closer look at the 24 items that I was able to find. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, so here we are at the Goodwill outlet. I am looking at a pair of per se pants. I stopped to look at those because I have sold a lot of linen pull-on stretch waist pants, beachy pants in the summertime. They're kind of my bread and butter, but those were just a little bit too cropped for my liking. This is a really cute Buc-ee's sweatshirt with a tie-dye print all over, which I do end up picking up for myself. It was just so soft. And I do love Buc-ee's as a native Texan. This cardigan is kind of hilarious with how many times I put it into my cart and then put it back. I grapple with it so much, but in the end, I end up leaving it behind. I was basically building a pro-cons list in my head at this point. The pros side, I have sold many leopard open front long line cardigans like this in the past. They always sell really quickly, not for a lot. And the con side was that it was bulky, it's out of season, and I have so much inventory right now that I need to get listed that I just figured with, how heavy it was and how bulky it was, I would maybe just leave it behind. And this is an altered state, same kind of thing, a bulkier cardigan, but in the wintertime, I would totally throw that in my cart, not even think twice about it. Very bread and butter kind of item. This is a Coldwater Creek sweater, which I do debate a little bit more heavily because it's a better material content. This does have, I believe, mohair and wool in it. And I did like this gradient striped print to it. It was in excellent condition, no pilling or anything like that. However, I do end up leaving this piece because it was a size petite medium. If it had been large or even extra large, I definitely would have ended up getting that. This little Free People t-shirt, you guys know I love that color, so I was drawn to this immediately. I do end up getting this, and I am keeping it for myself. It is so cute, very comfy and stretchy. So I'm just making a little pile there for myself. These trousers kind of catch my eye, but they didn't have any tag. This is a J. Crew factory size extra large turtleneck sleeveless sweater. And again, I'm kind of grappling with this. It's good for transitional weather because it does provide a little bit of warmth with the sweater knit. However, it's ventilated because it is sleeveless. So good for changing weather. It was from fall of 2021. However, again, I did end up leaving this just because it is a factory line, so it retailed for a little bit less. And again, I just have so much inventory right now that it wasn't anything spectacular. And so yeah, I'm trying to not pick up a whole lot today. This is Texture and Thread by Madewell, and this specific line from Madewell does sell really well for me. I also thought the boxy cut would do well, and the buttons on the sides were a cute touch. It's from fall 2019, so I do end up adding this to my pile. You can see a stain there. I didn't notice that at the store. If I noticed it, I might have left it because, again, I just don't want to have to take the time to stain treat right now with everything I need to get uploaded. But luckily it was a surface spot and it has already come out. So this is an olivaceous cross front bodysuit, and I am kind of debating it just because I have sold this brand before. It's kind of a decent mid-tier boutique brand, but I get distracted because I see someone leaving their cart and I rush over to grab it. And then when I get back, I don't really care to put it into the cart. The bodysuit, it's not really that substantial of a piece, and olivaceous. I think it was actually new with tags. I don't know, maybe I should have grabbed that. It would be cute for New Year's. But you can see that I am being pretty selective. So here we go again with this cardigan. I'm back to grappling with it. It's really cute. It had distressing at the bottom hems. And so I throw it back because I'm like, you know, I don't want to have to list this. Then I go back to it because I remember I had the thought, I know it will sell. So, but then later on I do end up putting it back. So yeah, that's kind of a little comedy skit that I, you know, experience at the bins. It's definitely not all black and white. I do still grapple with if I should get things a lot, even as a very seasoned reseller. This is a Jones, New York pink boiled wool long line sweater coat. And I thought about getting this because it was a size 2X. I did like the pink. It was more substantial being wool and a longer length. However, it did have some pilling on the inside there. And then I did notice a stain. So I did end up just moving that to the side. I was finding a lot of winter wear this day. I'm not really sure why. Alice in Wonderland, this print caught my eye, size extra large. But this did have a large amount of fading on all of the banded bottom hem and the wrist cuffs. This is THML. It is commonly mistaken for being sold at Anthropologie, but I do not believe it ever has been. I think it's kind of like a lower to mid-tier boutique kind of thing. And I just figured that it would not sell for much. So this is a Talbot's size 12 shirt dress, which I really wanted to pick up because the shirt dress cut in clothing sells especially well for me. This was also a size 12, which was an excellent size. It's a classic navy color, and I'm just inspecting the belt loops there to make sure that they are still securely attached, which they were. However, I did notice that it had some wear at the underarms on the inside, which I would have had to take care of. And like I have been mentioning, I just don't want to take the time to have to deal with that right now while I am kind of bogged down with inventory. But if I were not, I would totally have gotten that because that would sell probably pretty quickly with the size, color, cut, and just the overall vibe of it, I guess you'd say. It's definitely more of a closet staple piece. This is a red Everlane size extra large pullover sweatshirt, and I was pretty excited to find this because it did look unworn. I always check the spots that seem to get wear the first, like the wrist cuffs and the bottom hem, and it had no pilling or fading or anything like that, so that was great. Then I spot these Zenergy by Chico size 3, which is a US women's size extra large velour track pants. If I had found the matching jacket to those, I definitely would have gotten the set, but I just left the pants behind. I do love selling my Chicos though, especially in their larger sizes. Size 3 and size 4 sell phenomenally for me. This shirt catches my eye because it features Kenny Chesney, and my dog, his name is Chesney, was named after Kenny Chesney. So yeah, I thought that was cute, but I did leave it. So this is a DKNY Pure maxi dress, and this is DKNY Pure is a diffusion line within the Donna Karan New York brand. I stopped to look at this because it was the softest material I've ever felt, and I also like the maxi length and long sleeve cut. I thought that made it more substantial. However, it did have a stain to it, so I did end up leaving that behind. Otherwise, I would have picked it up and added keywords like modest. This catches my eye, this very vibrant print. It turns out it is an UMG size large mini dress. I thought the print was so adorable. It had this metallic weave within the threading. It had short bubble sleeves, a little tie in back. It was fully lined. So yeah, this is a great dress for summertime. Here I am double checking that the lining is in the same excellent condition that the exterior is in, and it was. This Adora top catches my eye with the really cute boho print, but the quality just did not feel good on it. Same thing with this, felt very cheap and also had quite a bit of wear. This newer tag Zara skirt I was really excited to see because longer length midi and maxi denim skirts have been so trendy. However, the first thing I checked was a zipper because I have found several Zara jeans, shorts, skirts with broken zippers, and unfortunately that one was the same case. So yeah, be sure and check your zippers before you buy anything that has one. Then I stumble on this dress. It ends up being In Focus, which is kind of a dated brand. This is Super Soft by Torrid, and this line within Torrid, Super Soft, sells especially well for me. It's just very comfy rayon spandex blend material, so that's that soft stretch jersey knit. And this particular t-shirt was from 2023, so a very new item, and I did like the manufactured faded look to it. It looked unworn. This is a great closet staple. I'll probably list it, I would say like 25, 28-ish. This is a pair of Old Navy jeans that I stopped to look at because Old Navy denim has always sold really well for me. And those were the, I think OG straight, or no, those were the Rockstar in a size 12. However, I just didn't love the wash on them. This is a basic Madewell little blouse. I always check the hardware or any kind of button closures first before I consider a piece because I don't want to have to do the mental work of deciding if I should get it or not if it has broken hardware or missing buttons. So yeah, it was good to go. I did throw it into the cart, but I do end up leaving that just because it is so plain. If I really needed inventory, I definitely would have grabbed that and expected maybe 18 to 22-ish from it. I always end up looking at anything that is this mustard color. This little striped top catches my eye. It's just Ann Taylor, but some Ann Taylor stuff sells really well for me, especially their newer items. I thought this was a nice basic for summer, and I'm checking the year on it. I want to say it was like 2020, but again, I just don't have room to get that listed right now. And it really wasn't that substantial of a piece. This neutral snake print catches my eye. It's just H&M, but it felt like it was a silk, 100% silk item. So I investigate and look for the care tag. However, it does end up being 100% viscose, so I leave that behind. This chevron vibrant print catches my eye. It's very Missoni. It looks very Missoni. It was Kato new tag size large, and it ended up having the cold shoulder cut, which is pretty much totally out the door style wise, so I did end up leaving that. If it didn't have the cold shoulder cut, I definitely would have grabbed it though, being new tags with that fun print. I'm immediately drawn to this blue and white floral print. I think it's so pretty and feminine. However, it was just a cotton robe, and so I just kind of toss it to the side, but we will be coming back to that in just a little bit. This Lane Bryant top, I see that it is the newer Lane Bryant tag, which I do like to sell, and I liked that the sleeves were that really nice brushed cotton material that's been super popular. However, that did have a stain. These are some fun purple jeans. This little leopard baseball hat, I like to see that it is new tag, so that definitely goes into the cart. Hats are so quick and easy to get listed, and that'll probably sell for, I'd say 18 to 20-ish. So I stumble into the exact same print and I run back over to the first piece that I found. This is a matching set, so because I found both pieces, I definitely wanted to get the set. It is a size 2X, 100% cotton nightgown, and then a long sleeve robe that goes over it. So yeah, this is a great pickup. I'll add keywords like cottagecore, modest, loungewear, that kind of thing. The brand, I forget the brand, but this is featured in the thrift haul at the end of this video, so stay tuned for a closer look at that. This color block floral print is really cute. That is why I stopped to look at this. However, the quality was just really bad, so I just moved that to the side. Then I see this tooled leather bag. I think the tooled leather part was faux leather, and then the straps and bottom were genuine leather. This is by Lord & Taylor. The quality, again, just was not there for that, so I move that to the side and keep digging. This top I thought was so cool. I kind of regret not picking this up. I don't know why I didn't. It's 100% silk, so definitely higher quality, and I really liked the darker floral print to it. It had a lot going on, a lot of different textures, and kind of like fabric panels, and I could have added a lot of keywords to this, but I did end up leaving it. I don't think, yeah, there was no tags on it, no size, and I think I mostly just got distracted by this blouse top. I had never heard of this brand, Lauren Picasso, I think, but I could tell that it was 100% linen, and it had an asymmetric cut to it with the bottom hem, so definitely a solid lag and look contemporary style to this, which is one of my best selling styles, so I had to get that. And then I see this fun sweater by Altered State. I kind of like the print of that, but I think it had some wash wear. Then I stumble into another Altered State sweater. This one kind of has like a confetti knit to it, and I really liked how slouchy this looked. It had some distressed details at the wrist cuffs as well as the bottom hems. Very boxy, slouchy, drop shoulder. That cut is very popular for me, so I do throw that into the cart. I like this oversized floral print. The brand was just Staccato. However, the quality felt pretty low on that. I cut out all of the just mindless digging through the bins, and there was a lot of that. We were here for 2.5 hours, so yeah, I basically just cut to all the places where I find decent stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of digging in between these clips, and it was a decent day, I would say. Nothing spectacular. Well, I did find a really cool pair of boots that are coming up soon. This is Aerie. I do like to get Aerie loungewear just because it's pretty sought after on the secondhand market. It does retail for quite a bit, and people love their loungewear. However, that piece just had a little bit too much wear to it. This t-shirt I debate for myself. It's also Aerie brand. It was oversized, so soft and comfy, and I go back and forth on if I want to pick it up, but I do end up leaving that. Then I spot this Free People thermal. I have sold this exact thermal probably 5 or 6 times in the past now, and this one seemed unworn. It had no signs of wear, which was great. It was a size medium. And I love finding stuff that I have sold in the past because I can just copy the description and title into my new listing and get it up super quickly. Just take some quick photos. This is a very thin material, so I'm looking it over really closely to make sure that it doesn't have any small holes or flaws. This top was really nice, but the quality again just seemed relatively low. This Loft Outlet Lounge New tags, mock neck, really soft sweater I see, and I do add this to the cart, but I end up leaving it just because it's from their outlet collection, so it did retail for a bit less, and I just didn't think that it would sell quickly. I thought it would sit for a little bit. Again, if we were in the dead of winter, I most likely would have grabbed that. This is a Soma New Tags waffle knit top. If I had found the matching pants to that, I for sure would have gotten the pajama set, but I didn't end up finding the pants, so I put the top back. This dress is so cute, very boho, and it felt like 100% silk to me, and so I just find the interior tag to confirm that, which it was. So I'm tempted to put it into the cart purely because of the material and the style. This would be so cute with some cowboy boots. However, I didn't recognize the brand, and I was thinking that it might sit for a little bit. These boots, I can immediately tell, are very high quality, and someone put them back. I'm not sure why someone put them back, so I'm trying to investigate why they would have. They did have a little bit of blooming to the rubber, which happens naturally and is not that big of a deal. I hadn't heard of the brand Thursday Boot Company, so I immediately look it up and I see that these retailed for a couple $100s. It says inside that they were handmade in small batches, so that definitely tipped me off to them being very high quality. They're in such good shape. So yeah, that was definitely my best find of the day. For sure added those to the cart. This Gap size extra large sweater catches my eye because it feels like mohair or wool blend. However, I did look at the inside tag and it did not have, it was mostly acrylic, I want to say. And so I don't end up getting that. This UMG size small shirt, I quickly look at but decide against. I try to stick to natural fabrics from UMG and anything that's just especially cute or larger sizes, that kind of thing. I'm not sure why there was so much winter wear at the outlet this day, but I was finding a lot of sweaters. I'm not opposed to picking up sweaters this time of year though. Fall time and winter time are going to be here faster than we know it. This little graphic t-shirt that says howdy I thought was really cute, and so I tossed that over to my mom to see if she wants it. This Lucky Brand thermal is very plain and has quite a bit of pilling, so I just moved that to the side. We have a New Tags Wild Fable floral print maxi skirt. I thought this was cute and trendy. However, it did not retail for much. Yeah, only $25. So there's just not enough room there to have a profit that would be worth steaming, photoing, getting it listed. That little Kato lightweight cardigan topper, I'm tempted to get just because it's so lightweight. It's great for the season. People love layering, lightweight layering this time of year. And it was a size large. I probably, again, if I didn't have so much to list right now, I definitely would have grabbed that because that would have been a very quick listing. Just taken a few photos on my mannequin and, you know, I don't look up stock photos for that kind of stuff, so that cuts out on time, and I could have written a very quick description for that. But I got the best of the best, and I am still happy with my haul from this day. So I'm just kind of rooting around in the bins here. This purse does feel like genuine leather. However, it didn't seem like a very sought after style, and it also had some flaws to it. We have some ties here, men's items. This is a White House Black Market pencil skirt, which I'm not really interested in. If that had been a full skirt set, I might have considered it. This is a pretty representative look of what the individual bins look like when I'm shopping around. So yeah, it's definitely not all just name brand stuff that I'm stumbling across. This Rachel Zoe jacket seems really nice. It's a longer length. I could tell immediately that it was a wool blend, which elevates the quality on it, you know, over being just like 100% acrylic or something like that. I'm just confirming that it is wool there. And it felt like it was like new. So I was pretty excited to see this. Definitely a substantial coat for upcoming colder weather. And I'm just looking it over really well. I do end up noticing a stain on the back of the sleeve here. And so I think about leaving it when I see that. But then I flip it over and I see that the bottom hem is still sewn shut, which makes me think that it was never really worn. That is most likely just some surface dirt from being tossed around in the bins. And so I decide to go ahead and get it because I think that I can get that off pretty easily, and I actually have already gotten it off. So, and I did check comps on this and they were really good. So I am definitely happy that I decided to get that. Then I see this kind of similar jacket. This one is by J. Crew, also gray, also long line. However, this one has several more stains to it, and it was also quite a bit older. I think this was from like maybe 2010 or 2012, and it kind of had like, we'll say, a vintage smell to it, which definitely dissuaded me from getting it. It was such a nice jacket though. I wish that it had been in just a little bit better condition. The lining looked good. And I think these jackets from J. Crew do sell very, very well, but I just did not want to take the time to get those spots out of it. If we had been in the dead of winter, again, this may have been a different story. I may have been more persuaded to take the time. Then I see this, also J. Crew. It was 50% wool, 50% cashmere, poncho, lightweight poncho top sweater piece. And I did see some pilling right off the bat, which wasn't a deal breaker for me, but then I was holding it up to the light to check for holes, and I did end up spotting a small hole. And so with the pilling and small hole combined, I did want to leave it. If it just had one flaw, just the pilling and not the hole, I probably would have gotten it and just fabric shaved it a bit. But this is also J. Crew. I think this is all donated by the same person. This is a 100% wool Nuva Tags hat, retailed at $50. So I was pretty excited to find that. Again, that will be such a fast listing. This robe feels so soft, and I was considering getting it for myself just because it did feel very comfy, and I love my loungewear. I love to lounge around in my apartment and be comfy. But this was really heavy, and I do already have like 3 robes, so I do end up leaving that. So keeping with the theme of this bin, I find this J. Crew ruffle neck long sleeve crepe blouse, and I immediately check the button loop and back to make sure that it is going strong. I love the emerald green color on this. I think it's a great career blouse top to wear into the office. I believe this was from 2019, but it was in excellent condition, like new condition. Again, I am double checking the loops and buttons on both wrist cuffs, and it looks great, so I add that into the basket. Next, I see this really pretty pink color blouse top by Bloomingdale's. It's 100% linen, size extra large, and I probably would have picked this up if it did not have a stain. Then I see more pink, and this ends up being the exact same cut of blouse that the green top I just grabbed is, and so I was really excited to see this. I will be bundling these together to make a really nice career top blouse bundle for someone. I'll probably list the two for maybe $35 together. And this one is in just as great condition, so we love to see it. This, I believe, is a new rotation that I just walked up to, and I immediately spot this sweater. I knew exactly what it was because I have sold that in the past. It's American Eagle wool blend sweater. More American Eagle here. This is a shacket. Shackets are so trendy. I usually pick up all the ones that I see, but this was a very thin material, so the quality didn't feel great on it. I ended up just leaving that. So this is a Gap 100% cotton white midi skirt, and I've been looking for one in my own wardrobe to wear in the summer. However, that was a petite size, and I'm 5'8", so it was just kind of a weird length on me. This little Zara linen blend crop top I do end up getting. That will be very fast to photo and get listed. Next, I see this New Tags Zara dress, and I'm initially excited about this because it is new. However, when I take a closer look at it, I see that it is a strapless bubble mini dress, which isn't exactly the most in-demand, trendy cut of dress. And so I do end up leaving that. I'm thinking that it may sit, and I did notice on the retail tag that it had been marked down several times in store, which isn't the best sign. Usually if it sits at the retail store, that can be an indication that it will sit on the secondhand market. So I do end up throwing that back. And then I see this Skims shapewear bodysuit, which I'm pretty happy to see. I rarely find Skims, and it's a very in-demand brand. Then I see this little girl's Barbie printed floral dress, and this also happened to be new in tag, so that was great. The retail was relatively low, though. I think it was maybe like $18 originally, so I'll probably list around $15. There is my cart. It's filled to the brim. This was a really cute patchwork blazer jacket my mom did end up getting. It had a genuine suede collar, so go check out her closet if you want to get a peek of that. This is a Torrid 2X plaid tunic blouse top, which I thought was really cute. It's a darker plaid print, and it was relatively new. I think this was from maybe 2021 or 2022. Torrid sells so well for me, especially if it's a little bit more of a substantial piece, and with that being longer length and long sleeves, that does qualify. This rug kind of caught my eye. I like the Southwestern boho print to it, but I have so many rugs in my apartment right now, and it was kind of flimsy, so I just kind of stretched it out to look at the print, and then I do end up folding it back up and leaving it. We have a dress from Anthropologie. This is by their brand Maeve. Maeve is one of the Anthropologie sub-brands that doesn't sell all that well for me, and this was a little bit of an older piece. I could just tell by the style and tag. I was kind of debating this because it is a midi length, and you could wear that into the office or to church, a variety of places, but I ended up leaving it just because it's a little bit older and I thought it would sit for a little bit. This is just kind of a boutique, full-length button front jumpsuit that I thought was cute, kind of trendy. If this had been a linen blend, I probably would have gotten it, but I do believe that it was just like rayon or polyester. These are a pair of Fabletics size extra large jogger pants, and I heavily debate getting these. I think they're so cute with the Teddy Sherpa texture and the contrasting like windbreaker material on the side stripes and the banded ankles and the waistband. However, even though they are so cute and trendy, they're a good size, Fabletics just does not have the best resale value in my opinion. It does usually sit for me, and then when it does end up selling, it's really not for a whole lot. There are exceptions. Sometimes you can find a really substantial piece that will sell great, but I just don't think that those pants would have sold quickly or for a decent profit. This graphic t-shirt, it was a Picasso t-shirt. You'll see it in the haul. It's really cute. I actually own it myself. That is a lightweight polka dot printed button down cloth and stone top that I pick up, but I do end up leaving. I think it had a couple spots. Otherwise, I would have gotten it because it's so lightweight. This is a Rachel Zoe 100% linen leaf printed blouse top, which I do end up getting. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the footage of me rummaging around the bins at the outlet trying to find some nice items to bring home and resell on Poshmark, and I was pretty successful. I was able to find 24 items. One of them is for me. Just to recap my numbers, I know I mentioned them at the beginning of the video. I did pay $43.65 for everything that I will show you. And so my average cost of goods came out to $1.82 per item. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to just quickly show you the one item I grabbed for myself. It is this Bucky's sweatshirt. I thought it was so cute, tie-dye. The inside is incredibly soft. I'm such a sweatshirt girl. I'm always cold, and I love Bucky's. Who doesn't love a good Texas road trip? Okay, then I found two hats. This first one is by Aerie, and it is new with tags, so I definitely wanted to grab it. The retail is $20, and I liked the leopard print with the distressed details. I thought that would be really fast and easy to get listed. I'll probably list it, I would say $15, maybe $18. And then the second and last hat was also new with tags. This one is from J. Crew Factory. Even though it is just the factory line, it's 100% wool, so it is definitely a higher quality material. Size medium large, and it retailed at $50. So really nice chocolate brown wool hat. This will be great come fall time. And again, very fast, easy listing there. So these were probably my best find of the day, and I think someone put them back. I'm not sure why. It possibly could have been because of this here on the rubber sole. I believe they call this blooming, which does happen naturally on rubber. And I think if I just take a little bit of olive oil to that, it will go away. Or honestly, I could just leave it alone. I don't think it's really a big deal. These are from Thursday Boot Company, the brand. And I had never heard of this when I saw them, but I did see that they say handmade in small batches. So that immediately clued me into them being a higher quality shoe, size 10.5 men's. I could tell the leather was really thick and nice, high quality, and they are in excellent condition. So I was so excited to find these. I will probably list these. I think they retail for around $200, so I'll probably list somewhere like $125-ish just because they're in, again, excellent condition. Size 10.5. Okay, now getting into the clothing. I picked up this Free People thermal top mainly because I've sold it so many times in the past. It always sells well for me pretty quickly, and this one had really no signs of wear. I love getting items that I've sold because I can just copy over my description, and it's a very fast listing process. So we love that. We love saving time. We the free, size medium. I threw this 100% linen blouse into my cart just because it's very lag and look. It has that asymmetric hem. Great for the season. I hadn't heard of this brand, Lauren Picasso, but the quality seemed decent, and it's a nice neutral gray color. We have a Torrid plaid tunic blouse top here. Torrid, again, is a very consistent seller for me. We have elastic at the wrist cuffs, so this will definitely sell closer to fall time, I would say, but I did want to get it. It's from 2022, so a relatively newer piece, size 2X, and it was in excellent condition. Next, we have a Skims bodysuit. I definitely wanted to get this because it's super lightweight. I don't think it'll go for too much, but this probably cost me maybe like 75 cents individually, and Skims is such a hot trending brand that I wanted to try it out. I don't believe I've ever sold it, so we will see how that does. We the Free from Free People, size small, little golden crew neck ribbed, stretchy, just basic t-shirt. Free People Basics do sell really well for me. Not for a lot, but they do sell consistently and pretty quickly, I would say. Then we have Rachel Zoe, and I mainly got this because it's a size large. It's 100% linen. I love the vibrant print, and I thought the mother of pearl buttons going down the back were a really pretty feminine touch. This is great for summertime. It had no signs of wear. Okay, next, I was finding a lot of winter wear or colder weather wear, like sweaters, jackets, yesterday, so I'm not sure what was up with that, but it was all in really good condition, so I wasn't going to leave it behind. And it is good to, you know, start thinking about picking up items for colder weather, because people do start to transition their wardrobes sooner than when the seasons actually change, just because, you know, people like to stay ahead of the curve kind of thing. And as a reseller, you do want those items stocked in your closet. So I definitely will be getting all of these sweaters and jackets that I picked up listed immediately. I won't like put them up or anything like that. This is Newer Tag American Eagle, size medium. Again, this is a piece that I have sold in the past, this exact sweater. So I'll just copy and paste my listing description. This had 0 signs of wear, and it is a wool blend. It is 25% wool, so a little bit nicer quality, very cute, kind of slouchy, relaxed fit. We have more Torrid. This is very bread and butter for me, but this looks unworn. And the super soft line by Torrid does sell especially well for me. Size 2X, it's just very soft and comfy. This is that soft stretch jersey knit, kind of a faded look to it, effortlessly casual kind of vibe. And this is from 2023, so definitely was not going to leave that behind. I would say that'll sell pretty quickly for maybe like 22, 25-ish. Okay, you would have seen me find this in the bins. I guess you would have seen me find all of these, but this one in particular, I did see it. I just saw this piece first, or maybe I saw the rope first. I forget, but I saw one of them first, and I didn't recognize the brand La Sera, and so I just kind of passed it up. But then I found the second piece, and I definitely wanted to get the full set when I realized that that was an option. So this is a really pretty feminine blue and white floral print button down little nightgown. They're both size 2X, and then this is the robe that goes over it. Also button down front, also 2X, and they're both 100% cotton. So very pretty and feminine. I will add keywords like cottagecore, prairie, boho, modest, because, you know, they are long sleeve and maxi length. And I will be bundling these two tops together. They are both by J. Crew. This is a relatively newer tag. Is that focusing? There we go. Relatively newer tag from J. Crew. Both size extra small, ruffle neck, long sleeve, blouse tops. This is in their 365 crepe material, which doesn't really wrinkle. I guess it does a little bit because I'm seeing some wrinkles for sure, but I would say it is wrinkle resistant if you wash it and then hang it up immediately. It's good for travel as well. Yeah, just really nice kind of basic career shirts, and they're in fun colors, same size. So I think as a bundle, I'll list those for maybe like $30, $35. Then we have a newer tag Zara little crop top. Really fun print to this, and it is decent quality. It's 52% cotton, 48% linen, so all natural. And again, this is so lightweight that I'll probably list that for like $28, and I maybe paid $1 at most for it individually. Next we have Everlane. This is a size extra large. This feels brand new, totally unworn, no fading to it. I do like this vibrant color. Love the size, 100% cotton, really nice closet staple. We have Madewell. When I was reviewing the footage, I kind of thought I saw a stain. Okay, yeah, I do, towards the bottom hem. Kind of hard to see, but it is there. So I'll stain treat that. It really looks like it's surface level, so I'm thinking it'll probably come out, but This is really cute, Madewell texture and thread. If I had seen the stain, I would have left it behind because that's just extra time, but it's okay. It won't be that big of a deal. But this texture and thread line from Madewell does sell pretty well for me. Then we have an UMG dress. UMG is it's a very consistent bread and butter seller for me. I would say it sells for 25 to 35-ish pretty quickly and also pretty consistently. This is a size large and I love the pattern to this as well as the construction. You have kind of a bubble short sleeve and there's a subtle metallic thread throughout the print. It ties in back with some smocking at the chest and shoulders. So again, excellent condition. Does not look like it was ever worn. So I'll probably list that. With it being a little bit fancier and more substantial, I would say maybe like $30. This is a graphic t-shirt in a size large Picasso. I actually own this shirt myself. And so yeah, I wanted to get it. It was in great shape, size large, and people love their graphic t-shirts. I'll probably list that at like $25. Then we have Altered State, another pretty consistent bread and butter seller for me. There's really no rhyme or reason as to which specific pieces I will and will not pick up for both Altered State and UMG. I mean, I guess there is. I do take a lot of factors into consideration, like the fabric. If it's a linen blend, that obviously does elevate it a little bit, but mainly the style is what I go for. And something about this sweater just spoke to me, I guess you'd say. I like the relaxed wide sleeves and the distressed hems. So it's kind of like a chewed hem. And you have that confetti knit throughout. Very slouchy, boxy silhouette with this little pocket here, drop shoulder. So yeah, just very casual and slouchy, which is a very popular style. I did get one kids piece. It's just from Barbie, and it is a little Barbie printed dress. So with how popular Barbie has been in the last few years, I couldn't leave this. And it retailed at $18. I'll probably list it at maybe like 15-ish, maybe 18. But it's really cute, good for summertime. And our very last piece is this Rachel Zoe long line jacket in a size small. This is really nice. I definitely debated on getting this at the store just because I don't really pick up Rachel Zoe too often, and this did also have a small spot on the sleeve and back, but I did decide to get it because it is a very substantial piece, being long line and a wool blend. It also appears to be new because the pleat and back is still sewn shut, and so that leads me to believe that the spot on the sleeve is more of a surface spot from just kind of being moved around in the bin than it is from someone like wearing it and getting something on it kind of thing. I'll get it cleaned up, and I'm actually really glad I ended up getting this because the comps were really good. So really excited to get that listed. I think it will do well. Depending on how it cleans up, I'll probably list it, I'm thinking 45-ish, and go from there. And so yeah, that was all 24 items that I was able to find last night. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about the shop with me's. Are you still enjoying them? Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys soon. Bye y'all.